It leads towards the bridge to the police station. I'm not going in that direction now. No, it's the path towards the lake and the lodge. I should go back to the house first. Who keeps a dead tree? The Catechism says, after an angel decides to sin, he falls from heaven and becomes a demon. In the back room, I can see some sheet-covered furniture and a big candle on the floor. Nothing else. Hello? Graveyard silence. I wasn't sure I heard a voice, but I did. Victoria is here. It's locked. It's dark, and my eyes could be deceiving me, but that doesn't seem to be...
Who goes there? I'm Lucia, the owner of this house.
I apologize, miss. I'm Benedict. Victoria is my sister.
Who's Victoria?
Rough day. Sorry. I meant Petra. Petra is my sister.
I didn't know she had a brother and that he was coming with her to Sveti Kotar.
Nobody knew. It was a last-minute decision.
So where is she now?
We're trying to find her.
We? Who is we? Are there more people I don't know about?
Her husband, Nikolai, came as well.
I was told she was to come alone on Friday, October 28th. Rented the house for the 3 nights. Said she wants to give herself a gift for the soul. A strange woman, I tell you that. Something happened?
Nothing in particular. We woke up and she was gone.
She's probably sightseeing. One can easily get lost in the beauty of the place, lose track of time.
What happened here?
I didn't want to yell at you, but since you're asking, you tell me. I almost fainted of sorrow after opening the door. Look at my bust, reduced to pieces. Somebody has to pay for the damage. Animals.
You'll have to ask the warden to pay for that. We left the house untouched.
The warden? What warden? Dr. Hatur?
Yes, Dr. Hatur.
But I did nothing wrong. Why would he come to my house? Was he looking for me?
I don't know. He didn't tell us the reason and we couldn't argue. A detective was with him.
Maybe they saw my art as blasphemous and heretical. Maybe they'll take me into the asylum. That's why he destroyed the bust and the stoop. He was sending a message. I'm doomed.
He won't take further action.
What do you mean? He was here for me.
Why would he cause this damage without taking you in? It doesn't make sense.
You think?
This looks like he was just giving a warning. Maybe because of something else you did.
I don't know what I did, but I can live with a warning. I'll try to be more careful from now on. Thank you, my friend.
Weren't you supposed to welcome us last night?
I told your sister I'll leave the key at the neighbor's and that I'll pass by later, after the castle.
Was she here after you came by?
I didn't make it. This right here is me visiting after the castle. You are a strange person. No wonder you two are relatives. Why are you asking all these questions?
Because she stayed in the house and fell asleep, and when I came back I couldn't find her. I don't know her whereabouts since last night.
You know, if you don't trust her, you should just talk to her. But if you already did, then my only advice is to talk to Madame Vera, my neighbor. She may be old, but she never misses a thing, always lurking from that window of hers.
I already tried, but she either wasn't in the house or just ignored me.
Because she doesn't like strangers. What would you do? You must introduce yourself to her. Say exactly who you are and why you're looking to talk to her. Tell the truth. I heard that she had some sort of visions of the life of Ivan Kotar, the patron saint of the town. It's what allowed her to sneak into other people's houses as a babysitter.
I'll try to talk to her.
And do not go knocking on the door. She hates that.
You were at the castle?
Sure.
Did you see me there?
I was there only for a brief time. Couldn't stand all those people. But how could I see you when everyone has to wear... Wait a minute. Did you go inside without a mask?
No, of course not. Have you had any strange dreams in this house?
Whenever I don't have guests, I sleep here. And guests are as rare as the sun in this town. My dreams are always great. Why?
It's just that both Nikolai and I had a rough night's sleep with harrowing dreams.
That must have been the demon of tiredness, not the house. You had a long drive yesterday.
We opened the balcony door and found a strange mass.
So it was you who broke the glass on the door?
No, I just opened it, I promise.
Maybe those bloody crows did it. Wouldn't be the first time. It started recently. They come to the balcony, raking in mud, small twigs and other crow filth. I tried to scare them off, but nothing is working. And they are very aggressive. I can't light a candle anymore. Whenever I do, they swarm outside and start scratching at the windows and door. The balcony is where they gather and ultimately die. It's like their graveyard or something. I can't explain it. If they don't back off soon, I'll have to start taking action. I don't want my guests to feel threatened.
Do you mind if I look around the house a bit?
Not at all. You are allowed to stay here for 2 more nights. Unless you want to pay to stay longer, of course.
That is something you should discuss with my sister. I don't need it. The blasphemous basin is destroyed. I approve of the act. Hideous. It's full of dead crows. Dozens and dozens of them. This woman eerily reminds me of Victoria in her younger days, back when I could rely on her, instead of having to fear her. For some reason, someone decided to wrap the carpet and put it here. It must have been the warden who did this. What use is there in throwing books on the floor? We left it on the table, with its front side facing the wall. Now it's up again, looking at me with those mean eyes. Everything is as we left it, but the crow's head is missing, and there's broken glass on the floor now. This bookshelf was full of books before. A lot of them are missing now. A giant bowl made out of clay, filled with what seems to be some type of oil. It's a giant tree with dozens of corpses hanging from its branches, and skulls that feed its roots. Madame Vera? Madame Vera? My name is Benedek. I spent the night at your neighbor's. Could I ask you some questions? The woman that came with me is my sister. We can't find her today. Did you see if she left the house sometime after we arrived last night? Have you seen her today, perhaps? Who are you? My name is Benedek, and... Vera is old, not deaf. Who are you? Benedek, I'm a monk from Budapest. What do you want from me, monk? I'm trying to find my sister. Have you seen her? No, but I heard last night. After we arrived? Much later, in the night, with a man. What man? Nikolai? No. The one who came here earlier today stayed in the house. The warden? Dr. Hathor? Him. The man with the demonic voice. What did Hathor and my sister do? Went into the forest together, talked there for a while, then silence. Where in the forest? At the crossroad. Go straight into the forest. It's where the path leading from the town ends? Just go inside there. Once you find it, you will know. Did you hear what they talked about? No, sounded like whispering, praying, chanting. Can you describe Hathor? What is it? My eyes were taken from me. God has his ways. I'm sorry. God has nothing on this. I deserved punishment. I deserve solitude. You still questioning my words. I am sure I didn't see him, but it is the same man that stayed in the house. The demonic voice. I'm having a hard time reading your chalkboard. Why can't you talk? Piece of chalkboard. School damaged object. A present from someone special to me. I asked if you could talk, madam. Tongue was torn out. I am eyeless and wordless. Terrible fate. I can't imagine the pain. Who made you blind and mute? No need to tell me. I just... the body of my sister. Your sister did this to you? A corpse now. She had to do it. It is my fault. Your sister, family. What could you have done to deserve such a cruel punishment? I provoked. I need to suffer for my faith. It is all I have left. Don't ask again. I heard about your visions. I still have them. Visions of Ivan Kotar? His birth, life, the horrors of Udav, death in church. Can you tell me a bit more? Visions are mine. Don't want to talk about. Excuse me. You are damaged. Missing soul you have. Excuse me? Cursed, like me, but a good man. Help me find the love of my life. He disappeared. I don't know this place. I don't know anyone here. Everyone knew my love. On a full moon night, he disappeared. Madam, I can't. As soon as I find my sister, I'm leaving and not coming back. Search for her at the same time. Look for him. You have to understand, it will take a miracle for me to find anyone in this valley. But tell me, what is his name? Yakov Prenger, town's former... A priest was your lover? He was to renounce his service, not faith. Dear God, I'll see what I can do. I have to go now.
The path the old lady told me about. It's too dark and terrifying.
All sorts of negative emotions are hitting me in this blackness, and I can't see a thing. I need light.
Do you mind if I take this lamp?
That dust collecting thing is here because I inherited it with the house. Go ahead, but don't forget to return it. Sometimes it gets very dark in this valley. Without a lamp, I could get lost.
Darker than this?
It appears to be empty. I need to find some oil to make it work. This should be enough.
The fireplace. It's full of dead crows.
I know, I've put them there.
Why?
To get rid of the bodies, why else? But I am all out of matches, so for now they just have to lay in the cold. You don't mind, do you?
No, not at all. It's your house.
But you're my guest. It's my duty to make your stay comfortable.
This woman and her house are beyond salvation. Never mind. It has enough oil to work. It's not going to work.
Do you happen to have any spare matches? You are afraid of darkness. Look into the angel's vase. Take what you find. I will. Thank you, Madame Vera. Excuse me.
The Catechism says, after I can see a matchbox, which I'm taking, and a strange crucifix that looks more like a weapon of sorts. I believe it could kill a beast. As long as I'm trapped in this valley, I might need it. And since Vera wrote I could take whatever I find in here, I'm taking that too. It's not going to work. I have some spare matches for the fireplace. Here, take a few.
For the crows! Oh, thank you! You know, you've been good to me. I would still be going crazy if you didn't calm me down about the warden. I want you to have something of mine.
What is this?
It was given to me by the prophet. It'll help you to get through the darkest of times.
It's a hideous small skull. How could it help me?
I don't believe in unearthly phenomena, but the prophet says this whistle can ward off any demon in your vicinity. When blown, it produces a frightening scream. But remember, use it wisely and don't show it to anyone else.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Whose skull was used to create it? Perhaps a squirrel's or a rat's? It's so small. I don't like it. But I'll keep it. Maybe it could help me in ways I can't imagine right now. I don't need more light here.
Oh my god. This is horrible. I've never seen so many. It's a dumping site. Moths, symbols of fake faith. Looks like they died of infection after feasting on this mass. It's that same dreadful mass from the balcony. Whoever did this has a wicked soul. The crows must have been fetching it here and leaving it on the balcony. But for what reason? Two different kinds of footprints here. Fresh footprints. No way I can be sure one of them belongs to Victoria, but this proves Vera was right. She wasn't imagining the whispers from the woods. I wonder, how could my sister possibly know the warden? Where did they meet? He was looking for her last night before the incident, and then they talked afterwards here. Why? Something must have happened to her in the last few years. Both of our parents perished, and now our bloodline is cursed. It's not a fairy tale. It's our reality. I have to go to the lodge. Tell Nikolai I was right. He can do whatever he wants after that. I did my part. I'm leaving. No one can judge me or condemn me after... Huh? No! 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 Get off! Get off! Get off! No! No! I have to get out of here immediately! With a bit of God's help and quick feet, I may be able to get to the lodge, then straight to the station before the last train leaves.
I couldn't have missed the tallest building out here. This must be the lodge where Hatur resides. Goldine. Just a boat. floating alone in the fog. It's empty. Hello, youngster. What's your name?
Anton,
What are you doing here?
fishing.
At night?
Best time.
It's dangerous to be out here at night, especially for a child.
Why?
Didn't you hear what happened to your mayor? And what about those moon things?
You mean the moon ghouls? I saw them once here on the lake.
What do they look like? What are they?
Yellow. Their whole body is yellow, except for the faces. They don't have faces. Their faces are shadows.
You were hidden somewhere?
They saw me, but they could do nothing. Dr. Hatur was taking them away.
Where did he take them?
I don't know. The doctor told me to go away. I didn't look back. He's always good to me. Always gives me food. Says I have to gain weight.
How's your fishing going?
Badly.
Wouldn't you need a fishing rod, net, or anything that could help you with that?
I'm not trying to catch them. I'm just calling them. I want to see them.
The lake seems lifeless to me. Are you sure this is the right place to fish?
I know it is. Mother Evelina told me.
So your mother told you to come to this very pier at night to try to catch some fish? She must be an exemplary parent.
She is good to me. She loves me. Look. She made this dress with bells just for me. Others don't have dress like this.
Others? Who are they?
My brothers.
Why would she give you a dress with bells?
I can call for help when others are mean to me. Evelina always comes.
Why do you let your brothers be mean? Fight for yourself.
I don't want to be mean towards strangers. Mother Evelina says it is impolite.
Your siblings can't be strangers to you. You live in the same house, eat the same food, maybe even sleep in the same room.
We live together, but they are still strangers. See, I think they know where their parents are. I don't.
Kid, are you all right?
No. I want to find my parents.
So, Evelina is not your mother?
She told me my mother and father are living here now. Somewhere inside Lake Harley. I'm trying to call them. I want to see them.
Do you live in an orphanage, perhaps?
I live in a big house. Above our roof is a giant tower with giant bells. And we have a big courtyard, with a big wall and tall trees that prevent demons and evil spirits to visit us when they leave their underground beds.
You know, when I was your age, I lived in a house such as yours.
Evelina was your mother too?
No, my mother's name was Olga.
Was she as good as my mother?
She always protected me from my brothers and sisters.
You also had a dress like mine? With bells?
No, but I would have loved to have one. Take care.
Goodbye.
I wonder, what's the story behind this bricked up passage? Nicholas Handel. I see an executioner talking to small-sized men and women. I think they're about to be slaughtered. Several people are calling for help, drowning in the ocean. Angels look down on them from the safety of the sky, proud of themselves. Pula seems to be a painting of the place, an old coastal town with a Roman Colosseum. A man standing at the entrance of the forest, weighing whether he should venture forth. A man standing at the entrance. Elderly women dancing with a tall, dark man around a bonfire. They seem to be happy. The clock is dead at the stroke of midnight. Not sure about its usage. It simply looks like a hole. No food in there, just some tiny crumbs.
My name is Luca, at your service.
The guest rooms are upstairs, right?
Sir, only the guests who are chosen are allowed to see the rooms.
How can I be chosen?
Sir?
You said I have to be chosen to go upstairs.
Right. I don't know how you can be chosen.
But who's choosing? And why?
Mr. Wilde, he's not here at the moment, and I don't know when he will return. Apologies, sir.
I'm looking for Dr. Hatur. I have an appointment with him.
No, you don't.
Excuse me? How would you know that?
The warden takes no visitors here, only in the asylum. And I trust you are well aware you don't want to be a patient of his.
Can you tell me where the doctor's room is?
I don't know where it is.
What do you mean? You are the receptionist here.
I never saw Mr. Godin's room. I only heard about it from Mr. Wilde.
I have to speak to Mr. Hatur, not Mr. Godin.
I know, but like I said, I never saw his room. Dr. Hatur resides in Godin's former room.
How is it possible that you don't know each and every room in this building? Have you just started working here?
No, sir. I'm working here for quite some time, actually. But I'm not allowed to see Godin's room, and I don't know where it's located.
How can I find Hatur then?
I don't know.
Is he even in the lodge?
Yes, he is. Look, you should probably ask Mr. Wilde about everything you need or want. I'm just a receptionist here.
Where is Mr. Wilde?
He is not here.
I know. I can see that. Where can I find him?
You can. He finds you.
That bricked up passage over there.
Yes?
What happened?
It was bricked up.
Why?
Oh, I'm not sure, sir. That was long before my time. I just heard stories.
Tell me more.
I can't. All I can say is there is another way to get inside the room.
Where? How do I find it?
I don't know, and if I did, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Apologies, sir.
Do you have a cat or a dog?
No, we don't.
Then why do you have a bowl down there?
That belongs to the king in yellow.
Do you want to tell me who that is?
No, sir. I can't tell you who he is. Mr. Wall is the only one who can.
This king in yellow, cat or dog, whatever it is, could be the key to find Mr. Wilde. And if I can get to him, I would be allowed access to Hatur's room. Luca, if you'll excuse me.
Certainly, sir.
Branko Merzel. Martin Zudervliet. Natalia Pietrzak. Timo. Renate Zimmermann. Victor the 152 Cat Compa. Patrick Paverick Meyer. Fran Merzel. Zazu. Petter Stiebel. Lake Kubilius. Michael Schminder. Jensen Cook. Ivan Goldin. I'm not allowed to go upstairs. No food in there, just some tiny crumbs. Do you have spare bait?
Why?
I need food for a pet. He is hiding, and I need to lure him out.
You want to see the king in yellow?
How did you know?
He's beautiful. That is why. Everyone wants to see the king in yellow.
What are you doing, kid? That must be painful.
Take it. This will definitely help you. He loves my skin. Mother Evelina says I can't feel pain. I use skin to cool my mother and father too. But they don't seem to love it. Only the king in yellow does.
Thank you, Antun. But don't do that anymore. It could be dangerous if it gets infected. Take care.
Goodbye.
Antun's piece of skin. Ugh, gross. But I need it for the King in Yellow. I've already read it several times.
Mr. Wild has chosen you.
Where is he?
You called him, he answered. You can see him now.
This room is the same as before, except for this yellow cat that just showed up.
That is him. The king in yellow is Mr. Wild. Mr. Wild is the king in yellow.
Is this a joke?
Beware how you talk to the king. He's beyond your comprehension and knowing.
Mr. Wild is a cat?
Mr. Wild is the name of his earthly being. The body has an essence, a soul. That soul is the king in yellow. You can think of yourself as a lucky man. He loves to eat human skin. But I think he chose you because of the circumstances.
What circumstances?
Strange is the night when dark arises. On a strange night like this with a full moon. Stranger still is the lost man, lost in Carcassa woods. Dr. Hathor sang today's circumstances in sorrow. But the king loves this song.
So what now?
As the king in yellow, I'm just his servant.
I have to talk to a cat. Is this man one of Hathor's patients on the loose? I would like your permission to go upstairs. I have to talk to Hathor.
The king says you are not allowed. You may, though, go to his room.
If I don't go upstairs, where can I find his room?
There is a passage leading to it. The king will not help you find it, but neither will he obstruct you.
What are you doing? What's going on?
I'm not allowed to see it. You're free to step inside, though beware, it is a one-way pass. Once you get in, there is no coming back. You will have to find another way out.
Excuse me.
You're free to step inside. Once you get in, there.
Excuse. Lucas said it's not possible to come back. Am I really ready to go in? I'm going in. What is this place? It's like I entered into a hellish nightmare. And there's no going back now. Kelly Sue Drayton. Anton Fero Istarski. How is this possible? I remember this painting from the orphanage. My brothers and sisters from the orphanage. Horrible souls deserve a horrible fate. My father, he used to tell me I'm nothing but a sin, and called me God's degenerate. My mother, the only person who stood up for me. I must be losing my mind. Mother, is that really you? Why am I seeing you?
It is time. I'm always with you.
The painting from the orphanage. How did it end up in this place?
You see what you want.
Lies. In the real painting, I was standing by your side, and there were no other children.
Your existence is changing. You have no family anymore, son. Follow me. I'll help you find your woman and child.
Mother?
I was waiting for you.
Demonic slave! Where is she? Where's my No! Ah!
My back. It hurts so bad. I haven't walked so quickly since I was a first grader. I can see a white figure on the pier below. It must be a child. I'm not going there. I have to find Nikolai. It's empty, but I can see some fresh drops of blood in there. Disgusting. I'm not climbing up that thing. It looks unstable. Besides, I have no reason to do it. All alone here? Where's everyone else? Where's your owner?
Come over here, through the passage.
A man proudly seated in his king-sized chair, surrounded by cats. Could be someone important. A congress of felines. Some people worship them and think they are superior animals. It looks shockingly similar to the cat in the lobby. It has a menacing stance, as if safeguarding its master.
The king says you are here to see that friend of yours.
I'm trying to find Nikolai, not a friend.
I don't know the man's name, but since we don't get many visitors, that must be him. If you find him, tell him he owes me a pack of matches. I had to light a lot of candles because of him.
Why? What happened?
When he got in here, all the lights in the lodge went out. I've never felt a stronger, more bone-chilling draft in my life.
Where did he go afterwards?
Certainly not back through the lobby, as the door was closed. He could only have gone in one direction, into the tower. And from there, who knows? This building is full of secret passageways.
What caused the draft?
I don't know. Something from the tower, I suppose. The king does not want to tell me. He's playing awfully coy about it.
Nikolai didn't cause the draft then?
Yes, he did. This hallway leads to Mr. Goldin's room, where a friend was headed. He caused the draft.
Could you go upstairs and check for him? I can wait in the lobby.
No. I've never been in this part of the lodge before. Never in the tower, and never in the warden's room. No way. He's your friend. You should go.
I already told you he's not my friend.
Whatever. You have no choice. The king is telling me you have to go in there. At one condition, though. I won't see him anymore, so you have to pay for his debt.
What would that be?
I will give you a clue. What do I need to repel darkness in the lodge?
You need to stop believing in that king of yours. Turn to God instead.
I need something that makes fire, that's all. Pay for the debt, and I will let you go upstairs.
Who is your king?
The king in yellow, he who opens passages.
Where is he?
Spiritually, everywhere. Physically, right now, in the lobby. And yellow.
A cat is your king?
He is everyone's king. He only chooses to appear as a cat. Do not deceive yourself in thinking he is merely a pet. He gets angry easily, and you don't want to get him angry.
Here, Nikolai's debt.
You may go into the tower now.
Where are you going?
Now that I have this matchbox, I have work to do.
Couldn't you at least wait here?
Sorry, sir. I wasn't supposed to even see the hallway. I'm sure that god of yours will help you get out of there.
Wait! I could have just left this town. Sometimes I don't understand myself.